Stoicism and Epicureanism might seem to share some common ground, like their mutual disregard for the fear of death and their emphasis on virtue. However, dig a little deeper, and you'll find that these philosophies offer vastly different roadmaps to a fulfilling life. Stoicism champions the idea of immersing yourself in politics and community involvement as a key part of living a virtuous life. For Stoics, actively participating in societal affairs isn't just about fulfilling a civic duty, it's a way to practice essential virtues like justice, courage, and practical wisdom. They believe that by engaging with the world and contributing positively to society, we can achieve inner tranquility and a sense of purpose. Stoicism views virtue as the ultimate goal. It's valuable in its own right and serves as a beacon guiding us towards a meaningful and impactful existence. In sharp contrast, Epicureanism takes a different stance. Epicureans argue that getting tangled up in politics and worldly issues often leads to stress and dissatisfaction, which can disrupt our inner peace. Instead of chasing after external engagements, Epicureans recommend focusing on nurturing personal friendships and enjoying a serene, private life. They advocate for managing desires with moderation and avoiding excess because overindulgence can lead to negative consequences like poor health or emotional turmoil. Epicureanism is about finding joy in simplicity and balance, debunking the myth that it's all about hedonistic pleasure. It's more about crafting a life that's serene and fulfilling, without the chaos of excessive worldly concerns. When it comes to the concept of virtue, both philosophies agree on its importance, but differ fundamentally in their approach. For Stoics, virtue is the highest good, and living virtuously is a matter of principle. They see virtues like moderation, courage, and wisdom as the ultimate ends in themselves, believing that practicing these qualities is the path to a truly meaningful life. Epicureanism, however, uses virtue as a means to an end. Epicureans view virtue as a tool to achieve a satisfying and peaceful life. For them, the goal is to live in a way that balances pleasure with moderation and avoids excess, leading to a fulfilling and contented existence. This approach is less about the virtue itself and more about how virtue can enhance one's pursuit of a tranquil and enjoyable life. So, which path resonates more with you? Should you dive into the hustle and bustle of public life and societal issues, embracing the Stoic way of active engagement? Or does the Epicurean approach of focusing on personal peace and moderation appeal to you more? Let's hear your thoughts. Do you align more with Stoicism's call to action, or Epicureanism's quest for inner tranquility? Stoicism and Epicureanism might appear to overlap on the surface. They both advocate a fearless approach to death and recognize the value of virtue, but they offer fundamentally different paths to achieving a fulfilling and contented life. Epicureanism, founded by the philosopher Epicurus, posits that virtue is a means to a more profound goal rather than an end in itself. According to Epicurean thought, living virtuously helps manage one's desires and avoid the pitfalls of overindulgence, which can lead to dissatisfaction and discomfort. This philosophy champions moderation and self-control, emphasizing that pursuing every pleasure, such as unhealthy foods, excessive sex, or alcohol, can result in negative consequences like poor health, impaired memory, or overall unhappiness. Rather than indulging in excess, Epicureans advocate for a balanced, serene lifestyle that seeks to maximize personal contentment and inner peace. They argue that true happiness comes from living a simple and modest life, steering clear of the hedonistic traps often associated with their philosophy. In stark contrast, Stoicism, initiated by Zeno of Citium, places virtue at the heart of its teachings, viewing it as the ultimate good and an end in itself. For Stoics, the practice of virtue embodying traits like moderation, courage, justice, and practical wisdom is not merely a means to achieve a desired outcome, but is central to living a meaningful and fulfilled life. Stoicism encourages individuals to live in harmony with these virtues regardless of external circumstances. This includes actively participating in politics and societal affairs, seeing such engagement as a crucial aspect of fulfilling one's duties and contributing positively to the community. For Stoics, living virtuously is a matter of principle and integrity, and active involvement in the world is seen as an extension of these virtues. In summary, while both philosophies recognize the importance of virtue and fearlessness towards death, their approaches to achieving a fulfilling life are notably different. Stoicism treats virtue as the ultimate end, advocating for a life devoted to moral principles and active societal engagement. This philosophy suggests that fulfillment comes from living virtuously and contributing to the broader community. Epicureanism, on the other hand, views virtue as a practical tool to achieve a state of personal tranquility and fulfillment. It emphasizes managing desires and avoiding excess to maintain a balanced and serene life. This philosophy promotes simplicity and moderation, aiming for personal contentment rather than the pursuit of external accolades or societal involvement. These contrasting philosophies offer distinct perspectives on how to navigate life. Stoicism focuses on living according to virtue for its own sake and encourages engagement with the world as part of this process. Epicureanism emphasizes achieving personal peace through moderation and self-management, advocating for a more private and balanced lifestyle. Understanding these differences allows you to explore which approach aligns better with your values and lifestyle. Do you resonate more with Stoic principles of virtue and societal involvement? Or do you find Epicurean ideals of personal tranquility and moderation more appealing? Epicureanism takes a unique approach to virtue, setting it apart from many other philosophies. Unlike some schools of thought that view virtue as an end in itself, Epicureanism regards virtue as a strategic tool used to attain a serene and pleasurable life. For Epicureans, virtue is a means to an end. It helps manage desires and prevent the pitfalls of excess, thereby fostering a state of lasting contentment and inner peace. This philosophy challenges the common misconception of Epicureans as mere seekers of unrestrained pleasure. Instead, Epicureanism champions a life of moderation and mindful enjoyment, asserting that true happiness arises from a well-balanced approach to life's pleasures. By focusing on simplicity and self-control, Epicureans believe they can achieve a fulfilling existence that avoids the turmoil of overindulgence. This distinction between Epicureanism and Stoicism prompts us to consider how we navigate our own lives. Should we, as Stoicism suggests, actively engage in politics and societal issues, seeing this involvement as both a duty and a pathway to contributing positively to the world? Stoicism holds that participating in societal affairs is crucial for practicing virtues like justice and courage, and for finding a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Stoics advocate for a principled life in which engagement with the broader world is integral to personal growth and well-being. Conversely, Epicureanism proposes a different path. It suggests that focusing on personal contentment and leading a more private, introspective life may be more beneficial. By avoiding the stress and dissatisfaction that can stem from political and worldly concerns, Epicureans prioritize creating a peaceful and satisfying life through moderation and thoughtful enjoyment. This approach emphasizes the importance of internal tranquility over external engagement. The choice between these two philosophies raises important questions about our approach to fulfillment. Should we immerse ourselves in the complexities of public life and societal duties as Stoicism advocates, or should we seek a more private, balanced existence focused on personal happiness and serenity, as Epicureanism recommends? Your perspective on these philosophical paths can significantly influence your journey to a fulfilling life. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you find yourself more aligned with the Stoic dedication to virtue and societal involvement, or with the Epicurean pursuit of a harmonious and satisfying life through moderation? Share your reflections in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of Stoicism and Epicureanism, don't forget to like, subscribe, and show your support. A special thanks to Elise David Ross and Robot Camp for their generous support on Patreon. Wishing you a day filled with insight and balance, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.